Slice of Sci-Fi.
Hello and hi, welcome to another Slice of Sci-Fi. I'm Summer Brooks, and with me today I've got a very special guest, Enrica Jang, the Executive Director for Poe Baltimore and the Poe House and Museum, which is a fairly popular uh, attraction, tourist attraction in this lovely city of Baltimore, part of my old stomping grounds.
When was the last time you were here or home?
Oh geez, 3 years, 4 years?
A lot of things happened in those 4 years, actually. That would have been like from COVID on. It's been fairly peaceful, quiet.
Nice. So explain for people what the Poe Museum is, the festival is, and actually the museum itself has been around for a lot longer than the festival.
Yes, we have been a museum for 75 years, opened in 1949 as a museum, but the Poe House was built in the 1830s, and it's the last surviving home in the city of Baltimore where Edgar Allan Poe lived with his family. We are a tiny house museum in West Baltimore, and only 620 square feet. A lot of people come to Baltimore thinking that they're going to tour the House of Usher when they come to visit Edgar Allan Poe's house, and instead they find a tiny little house museum, a row home, what used to be the edge of town, but now not too far from the B&O Railroad Museum. But it's a really special place. As you mentioned, it's very, very popular. Edgar Allan Poe, a very important figure here in the city. I wish I could take all the credit for this being such a popular place, but it's Poe. It's the power of Poe. The festival, though, is the one time that we get to get great big. It's a really big event, the biggest program that we do, an annual event, and it brings people back to Baltimore year after year.
Well, the 2025 festival is actually the 8th incarnation of the festival. Talk about what the focus of the festival is, and because this festival actually expands every year.
Well, it has been expanding. It's true. And again, I wish I could take credit, but it's the power of Poe. And I think it's a special thing about the city of Baltimore. We are a city that really embraces this author as he's a pop icon, but just a really important figure. And even Poe's family, his grandparents served in the Revolution here, War of 1812. So the family is a really important part of our story. The festival, though, it's it's the beginning of Halloween season, and the significance of the festival, we always have the event the weekend closest to Poe's death date. As some of the folks watching me know, Edgar Allan Poe dies in Baltimore under mysterious circumstances here in the city. He wasn't even living here when he passed away here, and but because he happened to die in a city where he had family, there was a place to put him. So he was buried in the family plot at Westminster Hall and Burying Ground. He was buried 3 times. That's his story, but we commemorate the anniversary of Poe's death every year and teach people about the enduring mystery of Edgar Allan Poe's death here in the city.
You cover his books, you cover a lot of things related to fan interpretation of his stories, fan appreciation of his stories. Talk a bit about this year's festival, what is available for people who decide to attend, which is October 3rd through 5th of this year, next week.
Yeah. Well, every year there's always a theme and sort of a pull, an extra thing that not only are we sort of talking about that enduring mystery. Poe is the father of the detective story, and not just the godfather of Gothic fiction, but also science fiction, and so there's always the delving into the work and delving into his story. This year is a special year. It's the 180th anniversary of the first printing of The Raven. So, of course, you always have ravens all over this festival, but this year is a very, very, very special emphasis. So we have a 180th anniversary concert at Westminster Hall. We have the Black Cat Ball every year. That is our gala event. The festival itself, though, the guts of the festival, it's a street festival. We close the streets right in front of Poe House. We have vendors, stage, music, food, free workshops. This is a family-friendly event. A little bit scary. It wouldn't be Poe if it wasn't a bit scary. But we do have lots of art workshops. We have a coffin making workshop, a lot of other really fun stuff going on. So when people come out, you can come out for free, have a good time. There's a Costume POErade on Saturday, October 4th, and get dressed up. This is the beginning of spooky season. It's the first weekend in October, so you get to kick off Halloween season, of course, and come on out, try out those costumes. But it's a lot of fun. We have a stage program. This year, MC Lars is coming out. If anybody has seen sort of the epic rap battles, the lit rap battles on YouTube or anything like that, he's a lot of fun. And we have Chad the Bird coming out to do a toast to the Raven, and he's a lot of fun. We saw last year his eulogy to Roger Corman when Roger Corman passed away. We had a Vincent Price themed evening last year, and Chad is coming back to talk about the Raven and to talk about all the just really fun stuff that happens in Baltimore around this time.
Now, to celebrate the Raven, there's actually a Raven movie night.
Yes, so we kick off the festival with our Raven reception and a movie night. There's a VIP option. Most of the time, we are hanging out in Poe's cemetery over at Westminster Hall. This year, we're doing a special tour of Greenmount Cemetery, which is the other really scary cemetery here in Baltimore. That is the resting place of John Wilkes Booth. The guy who invented the Ouija board and a couple of other notorious figures in Baltimore. So that's a fun excuse to sort of get over to that side of the town. But then at the Lord Baltimore Hotel, we do have a movie night. Chad the Bird is hosting, and we will be celebrating the Raven and then watching another Roger Corman classic, the 1963 version of The Raven, starring Vincent Price, Bela Lugosi, and a baby Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, the Roger Corman collection is very, very connection rather is very, very endearing to me. Just because those movies just have such a lovely, lovely look to them, and it would be fun to see that again. To see that for me for the first time on a larger screen, that'd be just so very,
Yeah.
very cool.
And we're going to show it at a haunted hotel. We're doing an open air showing on the balcony at
Nice.
the Lord Baltimore. So yeah, hopefully that's a fun thing for people to come out for.
Cool. So tell people where they can find tickets, where they can come find
Poe
out more
Fest.
about the festival.
You can look for all things Poe in Baltimore at poebaltimore.org. Learn about the Edgar Allan Poe House. All proceeds from the festival do support the museum, and we are expanding. Some really exciting things happening at the museum. But you want to check out the festival, want to see all of the things. We have a whole other website for all the festival things, and that is at poefestinternational.org.
Excellent. We'll send people over there. You guys have any social media where people can follow?
We do. Pretty much anywhere there's social media, you'll find Poe Baltimore, and look for us there.
Excellent, excellent. Enrica, thank you so much for sharing your time and for helping keep the love and appreciation for all works Edgar Allan Poe alive.
Well, you guys do that. We're just helping. So thank you very, very much.